According to a new Harvard Harris poll, a majority of Americans say that their financial situation is getting worse. 56% of Americans in this new survey say that their financial situation is getting worse, which for the record is a record high for that question in this poll. This is the highest number of Americans since this polling question came out that ever said, my financial situation is getting worse. We've never seen a number that high. Consequently, the number of Americans who say that their financial situation is getting better is 20%, which also, for the record, is a record low for this poll. So we've never had this many Americans say their financial situation is getting worse, and we've never had this few Americans say that their financial situation is getting better. Everybody is doing worse basically at this point, and of course we know what's happening. Inflation is killing us. Gas prices are killing us. Okay, so we know the two causes. But what's the causes of the causes, right? Is it just random inflation, crazy market fluctuations happening here and there? There's a little bit of that, right? There's international instability, that screws things up. We're coming off of a pandemic where, stockpiles of supplies of things dwindled because we couldn't do manufacturing, not just here, but globally, because there is a global inflation. It's not just US, folks. So manufacturing's trying to pick back up. But the biggest driver right now is the price gouging. What corporations are doing to us simply because, as they've admitted themselves, they can. They're doing it just because they can. And if we don't get to the heart of that problem, then our financial situations are going to continue to get worse. But you can't address all of these rising prices without addressing the role that the corporations themselves are playing in them. And that's something this administration has failed to do. Certain members of Congress probably don't even have to say their names because you know who I'm talking about. These people have introduced legislation. They have called for hearings to address price gouging. The two leaders of the pack, of course, Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. They're the ones that have been on the forefront of this. Bernie Sanders wants the windfall tax on corporations and the oil industry so that they stop price gouging us, because if you price gouge, every bit of that's going to go back to the government in the form of your taxes. Elizabeth Warren has called for hearings of the major grocery manufacturers or grocery stores in the United States, to address their issue of price gouging. She has been at the forefront of this for months. And that's it. Nothing's actually happening, though, because we need more voices. We can't just have these two people, and of course a handful more who are with them on this. It's not just them, but they're the loudest. They're the most powerful, most influential. But it's not enough. That's not enough to actually get something done on this issue. Americans are suffering, and if Democrats don't think that these Americans aren't going to take it out on them in November, they're kidding themselves. They're the party in power. Are they responsible for what's happening? No, they're not. Let's be clear. The Democrats in power did not cause these problems. None of them, regardless of what Republicans tell you. But they're in power. People are doing worse financially. The voters will punish Democrats for it. It's not going to make their situations any better. But they'll take it out on them because they're the party in power. And Democrats are running out of time to do something, to do anything about these problems that are killing Americans. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.